Hi everyone, it's Erin. Happy Wednesday. So today I decided to do Wing It Wednesday. And for Wing It Wednesday, I wanted to showcase liquid liner, or our Black Friday cream eyeliner, which I have in the mail on its way to me as we speak. It just came back in stock. I ordered it as soon as I saw it. I am definitely a black eyeliner girl. I definitely love a good wing, and I cannot wait to try Black Friday. So I wanted to come on here and do a little video. Now before we get started, I want to say Lex is in the room with us again. So you may hear him from time to time. But again, that's just Lex being Lex and saying hello. So I just posted on Embrace Your Beauty with Erin that today's look, I want to do a wing liner, a mini wing liner tutorial today as I do my get ready with me for today's look. So I will be doing that. I will try to show you guys the best that I can how to do a wing liner. Now, I am not the best at wing liner. Do I love a good sharp wing? Yes, I do. Could I do it better once upon a time? Yes, I could. As I've gotten older, I notice my hands shake a little bit. They're not as steady as they used to be. You guys know I can't see without my glasses, so we're gonna wing it with the wing liner. So bear with me. I'll teach you the best that I can. And I want to do my Jessica Day, aka Zooey Deschanel, from the show New Girl inspired look today. If you didn't see my post that I posted earlier, I am a huge dork, which I'm sure most of you know already, but I am an even bigger fan of the show New Girl, and that's saying a lot, right? So New Girl is my all-time favorite show. It is lighthearted, it is funny. It has great characters. The writing is phenomenal. It is lighthearted. And with all the craziness going on in this world today, I love to pop it on my TV on Netflix and just zone out. I like to have a good laugh and forget about everything else. So, in honor of Wing It Wednesday, I was going to do a Jessica Day inspired look. She is always known to rock a good black eyeliner, most of the time a wing, a lot of lash, a lot of mascara, a nice bold lip, and a really great fun attitude. So today's look is inspired by Jessica Day, aka Zooey Deschanel. So let's get started. So for today, the tools that I'm going to use, first I'll show you the tools that I'm going to use, and then we'll get started. So now I did my brows today. Now, like I've said before, I'm not the best at brows either. On other people, I can do brows great. On myself, not so much. But I did use the multitasker brush today with our Cola Cream Contour in my brows. Now, normally I have to use a pencil and a brow gel, but I'm finding with our cream contours, since they are cream, they are giving me the slightest bit of hold in the hair that I do have. So I'm really digging that. So I do have my brows on. I do have a tiny bit of liner in my waterline just because that's hard for me to do on camera. Okay, so for the tools today, we're going to use my favorite guy, one of my favorite guys, the blush and bronzer brush. I'm going to use the Best Blend Forever brush, the Detail Hack brush, and since we're focusing today's eye look mainly on my wing liner and a lot of lash, I'm going to use the multitasker brush to do a very simple two-color eyeshadow look. Now the other tools I'm going to be using is my black pencil liner for my bottom inner waterline, my liquid liner. And again, I cannot wait to try Black Friday. I just don't have her yet. Mascara. I'm going to use a face primer and an eye primer. That's it. All right, guys, so let's get started. So I posted the other day about how if you're finding your eyeshadow is just either not blending, not as intense as you'd like it to be, not lasting, an eye primer is a great thing to use. I did post about this guy the other day, the e.l.f. eye primer. I like to use this. It's like so cheap, you guys. I think it's like $3. You can get it anywhere they sell e.l.f. I just put a very thin layer of that on my eyelid first to really help everything stick. Oh, look at that. I put on that liner first to try to save time, and it is just ending up all over the place. Okay, well, that's okay. No worries. We're going to fix that anyway. Okay, you guys, so now for the colors on my face today, I am going to use Candlelit. Moonlit is my brightening highlight with Frenchy color corrector. I'm going to do a little Aspen first on my redness. I may not even need my Candlelit then, but we'll see. I'm going to use a little Bella bronzer, a little Ash contour. I think I'm going to do either Ruby or Hollywood on my cheeks. On my lips, I'm going to do a mixture of Sandstone and Nude. And on my eyes, these are my sample tins, you guys, that I scrape my product out, if you're wondering why those look different. But on my eyes, for a very simple look, I'm going to do Stardust and Unicorn. Yeah, so I'm going to start off, I just put the thin layer of eyeshadow base down all over my lid. I'm going to take the bigger, flatter end of my multitasker brush and dip into Stardust. Now, like I said, I wanted this to be a Jessica Day inspired look. And Zooey Deschanel normally wears, I noticed, or her makeup artist puts on her, on New Girl, kind of a brown shimmery shadow all over her lid. There's not too much going on else as far as shadow goes on her lid. So a brown shimmery shadow, maybe something a little nice under the brow as a highlight, but mostly her main focus is all about liner and lashes. And I'm all about that. So if you can see, I'm just kind of placing and patting Stardust on the lower half of my lid. And then just taking whatever product is left on my brush and working it slightly up towards my brow and into the crease. Easy. Let's do the same for the other eye. So I'm using the multitasker brush again, you guys, with a little Stardust. Wow, this primer, you guys, I'm serious. Eye primer makes a huge difference. Our shadows are super, super pigmented. And they stay really well and blend really well without a primer. But wow, once you add a tiny bit of primer to your lid, I mean, the payoff is just so, the color payoff is just so intense. I mean, and they blend so easily. I'm just patting that on and I'm not even, I mean, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with that color. I don't even need to go in and blend any other edges out. I'm going to flip my multitasker brush over and dip into Unicorn. Just place a tiny bit of that under the highest part of the arch that I drew on my brow. Now, to do my brow highlight, I am doing a little more of a sweeping motion. Now I'm just taking whatever's left on my brush to this eye and just to blend that out ever so slightly. And there we go. Okay, you guys, now we're going to try the wing. Now, I hope you guys can see, again, okay, see, look. Oh, if any shadow got there, done. It's cleaned up, no big deal. Okay, now, a wing liner. What I like to do, I hope you guys can see, I know this is not the most flattering angle and my skin looks horrible, so bear with me, but if you take your pen or your brush, what you want to do with your wing liner is, if you're looking straight ahead, you want to follow the line of your natural bottom lash line. If you were to draw a line that naturally went up toward your eyebrow, following that curve of your bottom lash line, that's where you want to start. You want to start on this outer part first. Okay, so here's my lower lash line. And I usually like to just do my little flick, boop, like that. So I'm taking and following that up. You don't want to bring your wing down too low, because the purpose of the wing liner and having it go up is to give a little bit of lift and kind of like a cat-like effect to the eye. So you want to make sure it's really following that natural curve of your eye to really lift everything up. Okay, now, you guys, you know, I told you before, I have the hardest time doing my left eye, especially on camera. So we're going to try this together and see if you can even see. Okay, so again, on this side, following that curve. As you guys can see, look, that is not perfect, right? At all. It's heavier here, it's lighter up here, but that's okay. As long as I have that initial placement down. Look, you can see this one's even up, I think, a tiny bit higher than that, but that's okay. We're still going to make this work. It doesn't have to be totally perfect. Okay, now what I like to do, after I get that initial flick on the outer corner, I take my pen or my brush, and I go about halfway in on my lid. See, I put a little dot there, I marked it, okay? Now, I start from there. And I bring that up to meet the flick I did on the end. Now, as you guys can see, look, that is not perfect either. That's okay. Now, for my left eye, I have a hard time maneuvering my pen this way. So I usually like to go now from the outer corner on my left eye, just because it's very hard for me to do that. And really, you guys, wing liner is all about practice and finding what works easiest for you. Okay, so I like to do my flick. I connect it so I have a triangle shape going like that. Okay, then, and you guys, as you can see, this is not perfect either. Then I go in and I fill that triangle in. Sorry guys, I hope you can see. I'm using the phone as my mirror, and it's not the best. But we'll see. Okay, so there you go. So I filled in the triangle. I filled in the triangle on that side. Then, okay, you guys, now for this part, I do need to look in my mirror just a little bit. I'm too blind to do this just on the phone. Okay, but let's see. Then, I just go and connect. I start towards the inner corner of my lash line and work my way out. And then I go into the very inner corner and connect that like that. Now, as you can see, this over here is still not perfect. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in, now that I've got my basic wing down, I'm going to clean up that edge on the outer side. And kind of go over it to bring that all together. Then I'll take my pen or my brush and just slightly extend. Now, you guys, still, that is not perfect, but it's a good wing, okay? That works. So I'm going to try to do my other eye. Sorry, you guys, this eye is always hardest for me to do and hardest for me to show you on camera. So again, I'm just filling in now, doing regular liner along this part of my eye. Okay, and now I'm going to go and clean this part up just a little bit and connect the two a little bit better. That one is much better than that one. But that's okay. Okay, now that we have that on, sorry guys, I don't know what that is. I must have a notification. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a little liner on my waterline on the bottom. And then I'm going to bring a little bit of my black pencil liner in between my lashes so I don't have any spaces, any skin showing through. Between my lashes. And then I like to take my pencil and just kind of connect ever so slightly that top wing to my bottom. Now look, you guys, this is far from perfect. That's okay. I mean, some people would be like, oh my goodness, I can't leave the house with it looking this way. And normally maybe I would be like that too, but it's just makeup, you guys. It's not that serious. It's okay. Now, if you do and have a little mistake like that and you're worried about it, you can take your Hotline Bling, why do I call it Hotline Bling? I think I said that in my video the other day, Hotline Bling, and it's just the Hotline brush. Maybe I can't get Drake out of my head, that song. I don't know. My husband loves that song. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the Hotline brush with a little bit of Salem eyeshadow. And any spots where it's a little uneven, I'm just going to take my Salem right over that. Still, is it perfect? No, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to take the small end of my multitasker brush. I'm going to go back in with Stardust and sweep a little under my bottom, sorry guys, under my bottom lash line. So small end of the brush with a little Stardust. Now you guys, it always takes me much longer to do my eyes than the rest of my face. So if you have made it this far, please stay with me so you can see the rest of my Jessica Day inspired makeup look for today. Oh, I didn't even mention why I'm doing the Jessica Day inspired look. Besides New Girl being my favorite all-time TV show, I tonight am doing an online trivia competition, and the subject is New Girl. So I'm confident that I will do very, very well with this. So that is why I was inspired today to pull out my makeup and do a Jessica Day, Zooey Deschanel inspired makeup look, because tonight I will be doing my New Girl trivia, and I am so excited. I cannot wait. All right, guys, so there's a little bit of Stardust swept under my lash line with the small side of the Hotline Bling brush. Now I'm going to go in with a coat of mascara. And I'm using the Benefit They're Real. which I love. Another great you guys, there are so many great mascaras out there right now. I love L'Oreal Lash Paradise, Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, Urban Decay Perversion. Oh, there's so many. There's so many good ones. All right, so there's a coat of mascara on my top lashes. Do some over here. And of course, what kind of video would it be if I didn't poke myself in the eye? It wouldn't be. Okay. Woo. All right, guys. Now I poked myself in the eye, and some mascara I got underneath here. So let me just take my finger and wipe that up. Okay, now I'm not going to do my bottom mascara yet. I'm going to let my top lashes dry. And we're going to get started on my face. Now, I already have my skincare on. I have my milk cream. I'm going to use a little Too Faced Hangover primer. You guys, I find, especially now going into summer, a primer, not only for the eyes, but for your face, is really, really essential. Primer or a setting powder, a setting spray. Our Stay Spray is phenomenal. It is out of stock right now. It will be back soon. If you need a good setting spray. In the meantime, I like to use Urban Decay All Nighter is a great one. Skindinavia has a great one. But it really does make a difference, you guys, on how all makeup, not just our makeup, how all makeup, how it really stays. Especially if you tend to get a little hot, a little sweaty like me, a little oily. Okay, so now we're going to do my foundation. Now, I don't know if any of you guys saw, I used Aspen as a color corrector for my redness the other night. Now, I don't know. I can see it probably. No, I'm sorry. You guys, excuse my nails. They're always horrible. I have a lot of redness. I have a breakout here today. I have a lot of redness here, here. And I'm going to use a thin layer of Aspen to cancel out all this redness so I don't have to use as much of my other products on my face. Okay, so I'm going to take my my stubby end of the blush side of the blush, or the bronzer side of the blush and bronzer brush, dip it in my Aspen, and then buff that in. Yes, that was the tiniest bit of product. Just to really cancel out a lot of this redness. So that way, in a minute, when I go back in with my highlight colors, I won't have to use as much product. You guys, can you see? I mean, that took all of 30 seconds for me to buff that on. Now, that's not perfect, but that canceled out so much redness. Now I'm going to take the smaller side of my Best Blend Forever. I'm going to dip right into that Aspen. I'm going to, oh no, I accidentally dipped in my bronzer and Bella instead. No. Okay, let's see. A little bit of Aspen right on that breakout. Let's see if I can cover her up. I'm going to do a little bit more here on my nose. All right, guys. I mean, look at that already. I mean, it looks like I put a light layer of foundation on, and all I did was a little color correcting. Now I'm going to take that same side of my Best Blend Forever into my Frenchie. because I get really dark here to do some color correction under my eyes. Again, for the same reason. If you're not finding, can you guys see any bit of a difference there? Now, Frenchie is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but to color correct, we want to really neutralize those purpley blue tones under my eyes. This will make me ultimately use less of my highlight when I put it on. Okay, guys, so I did a little Frenchie, a little Aspen. Now I'm going to go back with my blush and bronzer brush and dip into my Candlelit. Remember, twice is all you need. Kind of press it onto the skin so you can really get the product on there. Right? Oh, there we go. Do a little bit over that blemish. Let's see. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to go back to this side. We're going to try this guy again. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my fluffy side. So just a light little bit of Candlelit on there. Some circular motions. Just evenly spread my main highlight all over my face. You guys, I haven't even touched my forehead yet. I'm not taking my Candlelit up too far around my eyes. I did put my Frenchie there. Oops. Oh, there went my liquid liner, but that's okay. We're done with her, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now I'm going to go back with that same side. Dip into my Moonlit. This is where I really want to highlight. Now, this is the first time I'm going on with any product on my forehead. And you guys, I found if you take a little bit of your brightening highlight right here, the bottom parts of your cheeks. Once I go in and do my contour and blend everything out, it helps take a little more weight off my face, and it helps everything have a little more structure. Okay, so we're not even going to blend that yet. So that was my brightening highlight. Brightening highlight, brightening highlight, brightening highlight, brightening highlight, and a tiny bit right here. Now I'm going to go with the bigger side of my detail hack. Oops. Go into Ash. You guys, for your contour, you don't want to come in any further on your cheek. If you were to take a brush and hold the brush from the outer corner of your eye down on your face, you don't want to bring your contour in any further than this line here. That'll ensure that it really gives you a nice shadow. And it's not interfering with all of your other highlighting and contouring that you're doing. Okay, so again, just a little bit of Ash. Whoops, that's okay. You guys can see. Can't mess it up. Create a jawline. Okay, you guys, now I'm gonna go in with the same big side of that detail hack. And I'm just kind of pressing and lift. Press and lift. Now right here where I got that big, I am going to swipe it a little bit where I got that big streak of my Ash contour. Make sure I really get up in my hairline. And then I'm going to go under my jawline and make sure I blend that down onto my neck. Remember, guys, don't bring your under jaw contour up on your cheeks. Make sure you keep it underneath and make sure you blend, because I am the worst about putting it under there. And you'd think with my double chin I'd be able to see that I put it under there, but I can't sometimes. I put it under there and then I forget. Okay, so now blend your contour up on your cheekbones. Remember, you never want to bring it down. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of your contouring, right? You want to make sure it stays up, so it gives everything a nice lifted look. All right, guys, so there's my contour blended out. And I didn't even blend out that brightening highlight yet. We're just going to leave that sit for just a second while I go in with a little bit of Bella. I'm going to go back in with the fluffy side of the blush and bronzer brush and just go right over where I put my contour there, a little bit where I have my contour on my forehead. Whatever's left on my brush, take it down there on my neck and my chin. Oh, you guys, I didn't even do my nose contour. Okay, well, let's pop the edge of my Detail Hack in Ash. Right along the edges of my nose there, a tiny bit. Okay, now back in with this guy. Now we're going to blend out my brightening highlight. Use the fluffy side again, starting in the middle of my forehead here. Remember, I already blended out that contour and a little bit of Bella bronzer on my forehead. So now I'm going to go back and blend out that tiny bit of brightening highlight I put there. I did put a little bit here. All right, you guys, there's my main highlight, my brightening highlight, a little Ash, a little Bella, a little Moonlit, Candlelit. Now, blush. We need a little bit of blush. Best blend forever time. Cat hair. Okay. Now, I think I want to go in with Ruby. Zooey Deschanel always has a good cheek. Ooh, you guys, look at that. I got way too much Ruby. Again, I'm going to go on the kind of pat my brush off on the back of my hand. A circular motion right on the top of my cheekbones. Ruby. Now, I'm not even going to dip my brush back in to Ruby. I'm going to take whatever product is left on the back of my hand. Now, where did I put the product? There it is. Again, circular motions with the best blend forever. Oh, you guys, I'm in love with this brush for doing blush. Okay, so there's a little Ruby. Now, Just Stay doesn't normally do a whole lot of a shimmery illuminator, so I'm not going to do that today. But we are going to do some lips and lashes. So now, Just Stay normally wears kind of a soft, brownie, nudish, that has a little bit of a red tint. So I think today we're going to have a little fun, you guys. And I'm going to mix a couple colors, and we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to go in first with the small side of the multitasker brush, and I'm going to dip into Nude Lip and Cheek. All right, you guys. There's a little Nude lip and cheek. And then I have long nails, so, and I have a little tin here of saffron. So I would normally dip my finger in saffron. I'm going to take a little bit on my brush so I don't gouge it with my nail. Put a little bit on my ring finger. You know what, guys, let's add a little more saffron. Why not? Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, you guys, I really like that. So that's nude lip and cheek mixed with a little saffron. Now we're gonna go in and pop on some lashes and we'll be done with today's Jessica Day Zooey Deschanel inspired look. Now I am using my Ardell 110 natural lashes. They're my absolute favorite. And I'm using the Duo Brush On Adhesive in dark. Now, if you're not someone who is used to wearing lashes or putting on lashes, I definitely recommend the Duo adhesive, but I recommend getting it in the clear. This one, it looks kind of bluish when it comes out, but it dries black. And if you make a mistake, you will get black eyelash glue everywhere, which I will probably do here in a minute. But the clear really does dry clear. So if you make a mistake, if it gets on your eyelid, it doesn't matter. You don't see it. If I can get my compact open, you guys. Okay. So I'm letting my glue dry a little bit. I'm going to just pop that guy right on there. And that's another reason why, you guys, I didn't need my liner, my liquid liner, to be perfect. You know, I wear glasses and I do like to wear lashes a lot. So sometimes my lashes, when I put lashes on, it kind of hides my liner. Not hides it, but it forgives. It's very forgiving, right? It hides any mistakes that I made with my liner. So trust me, when you guys, you know, see pictures that I post or whatever, trust me, it is far, far, far from perfect. And that is okay, right? Like I always say, makeup is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to stress you out. It's supposed to be something fun and relaxing and a way for you to express yourself. If it's stressing you out, you're doing something wrong. Have more fun with it. It's only makeup. It can be washed off. You can start over. Nothing is permanent. All right, guys. So there's a little lash glue on that lash. We'll let this dry for a second and we'll pop this guy on and then we'll be done. All right, guys, let's see. Oh, yep, look at that. I got I got dark glue there. It went up there. That's okay. At least I got the lash on. There. This was the Ardell 110 Naturals. And now I'm going to take that multitasker brush that I used to do my eyeshadow earlier. The same side. that I had originally dipped into Stardust. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of Stardust. And just right on my lid here. Just going to go over that the slightest bit. And voila, we're done. All right, you guys, so there it is. There is my Jessica Day, aka Zoe Deschanel inspired look. Oh, you know what, you guys? I am going to go back in now that I have lashes on. Just do a little extra liner right in that inner corner. So everything really blends together nicely. Even though I made a big mistake there. And that's it. All right, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I know this is a super long video again. If you are interested in the colors I used, again, I have Stardust, Unicorn, some black liner. Our Black Friday cream liner would be gorgeous for this. A little Stardust underneath my eye. Moonlit and Frenchie under my eye is brightening and color correcting. A little Aspen for color correcting the redness in my face. Candlelit, Bella Bronzer, Ash Contour, and Ruby. And then on my lips, I have a little bit of Nude and Sandstone. And that's it. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you have any questions, I know seeing me try to do a wing, I'll try to do a more detailed wing liner video soon. I'll also do some more detailed videos on brows and things like that. You guys let me know. Let me know what you want to see. Okay? And thank you so much. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for getting ready with me or taking the time to watch me get ready. And I will see you guys later. Bye.